Absolutely. When you think about the academics, right? Everyone's focused on finals and all those things. You get to stay close to home. Never a bad thing.
Sophie Zadell in the center jump circle for Colorado, and Zadell wins the tip against number 26, Henna Sandvik for Wyoming. Starting lineup, it's different today for Colorado. Couple changes in the mix. Kennedy Sanders takes a handoff, drops a pass, and it's turned over, taken away by the Cowgirls. Zadell, Crook, Walker, Sanders, and Dutaw in the starting lineup for J.R. Payne today for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Jade Masagayo is usually in that spot, not today. Again, you've seen some of those non-conference wrinkles for CU, right? So clearly CU coaching staff trying to kind of figure out what works best.
4 seconds for the Cowgirls. Toriano Towns, associate head coach, stands up, claps his hands, play more D. They're not going to get a shot away. Cowgirls didn't seem to recognize what was going on with the shot clock. No real urgency to get one away.
No, there was a lack of awareness of how quickly that was going down. Again, a signature of CU. Make teams use every bit of that clock.
There are the Colorado starters. Crook and Zadell get their first starts with the Buffaloes today. I've said it before, and I might be saying it today. We'll see how Zadell plays, but she's been fun to watch. Good presence as a young player on this roster. Crook doesn't mind the deep one from Australia. Jade Crook, down goes Dutaw. Banged the floor, a little slow to get up. She's working her way back. It's 5-on-4 for the Cowgirls. Here's Dutaw sliding in just in time before Peterson could get one away.
Yeah, definitely a little bit gimpy, but back in the game here.
There is Desiree Wooten taking off the warm-up. Shot up and good, and there she is, Melina Peterson.
Again, so good. She's one of those players that can hit you from the outside. She's great in the post as well.
Peterson, all Mountain West performer last year, all-conference player. Averaging 18 points per game, hit that first bucket of 3. Walker working right to left across the lane, floats one up, bounces away. Pass is a little soft, and Dutaw intercepts it.
Yeah, it's just good read. Again, Dutaw has such good muscle memory, uses the floor so well, and anticipates so wonderfully.
Sophie Zadell gave it away to Jade Crook, one of a couple of Australian-based players in this game. Each team has one of those on their roster. Shot way over the top of everything. 7 seconds to shoot. Dutaw got it back to Walker. Walker regathered it. Might have taken 7 steps in there, missed the shot.
Again, and Wyoming clearly watching some film. They know. Well, that's a little old school, isn't it? Probably not watching any film, but anyways, they're really clogging up that lane, really taking away a lot of those paint buckets and inside looks.
Kennedy Sanders two-hand jumps that pass and takes it away. Walker drives. There's the sit-down bucket. The fans stand for the Buffaloes until they score. Took a while, almost 3 minutes of play before the fans could use their seats. Walker scores.
Again, Wyoming just making them earn it. They're getting okay looks, but they're doing such a good job of clogging that lane.
And that shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wyoming. 15 seconds to shoot. Here come Desiree Wooten and Logan Greer.
Again, CU in transition. They move on the break so well. And again, Walker's such a good job. Smart player, collecting herself, making sure she gets set.
Zadell and Dutaw went out. Anael Dutaw being checked on by the training staff after she took that hard fall down here. That she said she's fine and headed back to her seat. Maeve Mackerlane checking in for the Buffs after that whistle and a foul called against Logan Greer. So Greer checks in, picks up a foul like that. Maeve Mackerlane just joined the game, and on for Wyoming is number 6, Aurora Iongo. The clocks are not moving at all. The game clock and the shot clock are stuck. They're sitting on 6:50 to go in the first at 19 seconds.
There they go.
And there's a tie-up The arrow goes to Wyoming. Nobody.
No, now they've got it.
Yeah, now there's some
now he's
confusion.
going, wait a second.
Wait, are we stuck in time?
Yes, we sure are.
So they're going to go load up the film, the old film reel. Take a look at this.
Listen.
They can also sync this with audio. They have an 8-track cassette player that they can also
It's amazing.
listen to. Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty great.
Just for you, Cammie.
The technology here at the event center.
Hey, speaking of which, since you brought that up, do you remember the brand Benetton?
Oh, yeah.
United Colors of Benetton.
Yeah, United Colors of
That's
Benetton.
kind of what Wyoming's roster makes me
see
think
what you're
of.
doing here.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
United Colors of Benetton for Wyoming up in Laramie. They have 6 players on their roster from the U.S. They have 9 international players. 9 international and 6 U.S. based. So we're going to have to take a timeout here to get the clock sorted out. It never started that last go-round for Wyoming. And we'll get the clocks adjusted and get back to action. It's 3-2 Cowgirls on the road at Boulder, leading by 1. Clock reset to 6:33. It was stuck at 6:50. Trying to get the shot clock, I think, to 13 seconds. But 3 seconds. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. They had 1.3 on there for a minute. Well, not a whole minute. It's for 1.3 seconds. Inbounding from the baseline, Wyoming's going to have to get a shot up quickly. They do, and too strong, bouncing off from Henna Sandvik. Buffs run it down. Macker Lane puts it inside to Crook, gathers, and she is blocked from behind by Maddie Simmons for Wyoming.
Just ran out of real estate a little too low, and good heads-up play by Maddie Simmons. Maintain that pressure.
Lana Bieshlich is dribbling the basketball. Number 10 sends it around to the right side. Bieshlich leads the team in rebounding at 4.6 per game. Not one of their tallest players, but a hard-working rebounder. Again, down under 5 seconds. Buffs defense doing what they do. Signature stuff here, denying shots. And an air ball. It was rebounded by Greer before the shot clock buzzer sounded as she rebounded. Wooten drives it and scores quickly from end to end. Desiree Wooten.
I say what Wooten does so well, immediately off the bench. She's been in and out of that starting lineup as well, but does so well coming off the bench and giving this lineup an immediate boost of energy and momentum.
4-3, Colorado takes the lead. Wyoming hit the first basket of the game. It was a 3 by Melina Peterson. Buffs have answered with a couple of close-range shots. There's a 3 on the way. That one with 2 seconds showing on the shot clock, and Greer juggled it and lost it out of bounds off of the Buffaloes. Here's Desiree Wooten getting the offense running.
Again, she's so fast. She finds those available lanes so readily, and again, just being able to take that extra step. Nice finish. So again, off the bench to have an immediate scoring threat is such an advantage as well for head coach Shara Payne.
There's a short-range jumper on the left baseline, and Melina Peterson scores 18 a game. Anytime you see that, Mackerlane way off on a long shot. Some people will think, okay, well, who have they played? But if you're scoring 18 a game, you know how to score. She's put both baskets on the board for Wyoming as Peterson. And Wooten plays dodgeball to knock that one into the Buffaloes bench and save possession for Colorado.
Again, they're so good on defense to be just disruptive enough. Always in a passing lane. Always looking for that steal in help side.
Anael Dutau re-entered, subbing back in for CU. Greer has it. Gives it back. Wooten sees a 3. And B's a 3. Knocks it down. Uh-oh, look out for Desiree today. She's got the swag going.
As I say, just a good read, right? Again, Cowgirls are really asking them to take that outside shot as they're kind of playing behind some of those screens. She read it perfectly, went for that screen and said, no, I'm going to pop back out.
Kennedy Sanders tried to jump out on that pass, fouled. Did Sanders, she committed that foul. Desiree Wooten inside and outside.
Yeah, you see Wyoming just disrupted the pass. They were ready for that screen to go inside. Good adjustment by Wooten and knocking it down.
I like watching Desiree Wooten shoot. Her release is smooth. Didn't have a lot of rotation on that shot, but just comes off her hand without much resistance.
I like the celebrations myself. post shot. There's always something good.
Mastered that art. Anael Dutah, takeaway, left side rundown. Gooden on the other side. Ariana Gooden is in for the Buffs. Didn't get the look across the lane. Here's a foul. Trying to deal with Dutah down low, giving up some size. Peyton Muma commits the foul. Peyton out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Number 3 in brown and gold. There she is, back in her home state. Fantastic prep player in Colorado for all of her high school career. Picked up the foul.
Again, it was a tough assignment down there.
Yeah. Luna listed at 5'8". Dutah tries to gather that pass, got it. She's fouled again. Fouled twice down on this trip, taking some damage, dents and dings, but it'll be free throws for Anael Dutah.
And you see CU just not kind of finding much rhythm or flow right now in their offense. Wyoming doing a good job of kind of sagging in, really taking away a lot of the lane opportunity and a lot of the cuts. But again, credit to Dutah for getting up, drawing that foul, getting to the line, even though she didn't have a great angle on that at all.
There's number 15 for the Cowgirls, Heather Karlsdottir from Iceland. Is in, low left side blocks. Dutah's free throw rolls around and out. Sophie Zadell just came back in for the Buffs. Dutah listed at 6 feet tall. She was matched up with Peyton Muma, who's listed at 5'8", and that was where one of those fouls came from. Second free throw good for Anael. Colorado trying to work a lead here, 8-5 now. They'd like to build some cushion here in the first quarter. Both baskets for Wyoming have come from Melina Peterson. And there's something different. That'll tie the game at 8-8. Knocking down the shot, Jane Rumpf.
And a good-looking shot. And Peyton read it all along. She took off quite early. Like, yeah, this one's in.
From the hand, Sanders drops the pass to Zadell. Blocked by Rumpf. Got it back. Zadell's going to fight for a shot, gets it away, and Peterson rebounds it. Jane Rumpf, also a Colorado kid out of Regis Jesuit, Denver, Colorado, her hometown. 2 Colorado high school players on this Wyoming roster, and they have both started to factor in here in the second half of the first quarter. Getting it away ahead of the shot clock, bounces away, offensive rebound after the Rumpf miss. Karlsdottir had the board, now has it in the corner. Ziona Walker will re-enter for the Buffs at the next stop. 5 seconds to shoot. Little move put on by Muma. Got to get one away. Here it is on the way. Deep ball is good. Wyoming takes the entire shot clock, and Hannah Sandvik knocks it down.
I tell you what a couple of possessions. They also start with that offensive board in that position, use every bit of clock, and pull ahead 11-8 on an excellent 3.
Dutah spins, and I heard a few ohs from the crowd on that one. Nice finish by Anael.
Again, it's just the body control. She's so smooth.
Ziona Walker is like, hey, somebody blow a whistle. I want to get in here. She's been at the score table for a couple back and forths now, waiting to enter the game. Muma is going to drive on Sanders. Dishes a beautiful pass, and the finish is clean. What a pass. Karlsdottir finishes that. Muma does lead the team in assists per game at just under 3, and fantastic pass that time.
As I say, an excellent finish, but what a look.
Ariana Gooden traveling, calls being emphasized. Wooten bumps into her defender and does pick up the offensive foul, knocking Hannah Sandvik to the floor.
Wooten had a different narrative on that. As you see, she's trying to talk to the ref on that. But again, you see here she had a nice kind of initial look, but then kind of lowers that shoulder and arm. Good defense.
Hannah Sandvik from Finland, Helsinki. She took the charge, played at Indiana University, so she's played some high-level basketball in the States. She didn't flop. I don't think that was a big acting job, but she did make sure she emphasized the physical reaction.
Absolutely, as you should. Yep. Any great defender will.
Takes a pass on the left block, tries to work around Wooten, gets an opening and throws it home. Wyoming out to a 5-point advantage under one minute to go first quarter, 15-10 Cowgirls.
A nice little play underneath. Again, knowing she has a little bit of size advantage, being patient.
Crook, Walker, and Greer wound up coming in. This is Crook on the shot. She's way off on the 3. She'll get it back on a loose ball, missed her short-range shot. Greer picks up the miss, scores it, and a free throw for Logan Greer, working hard in the front of the rim.
It can't all be pretty, but you get to the line, it's still a win. But you see here, just the extra pivot. She gets Wooten way off balance. Excellent execution. And you see Greer here underneath. Again, Crook had that 3, wasn't the best shot, but again, credit Greer for getting in there. It's a little choppy, right? They're not being able to really find much rhythm, but gets to the line and makes it count.
Melina Peterson picked up the foul, first foul for Peterson. About 30 seconds left now, first quarter. Wyoming holds a 2-point lead after the 2+1 converted by Logan Greer. Got about a 7-second differential. Shot clock would expire before the game clock, and they're not going to get anything away here. Pass, defense by Sanders. Nice job making it tough, getting that to Muma out of bounds. It went off the Cowgirls.
Again, just the extra pressure. Disruptive, just enough to create that turnover. Of course, kind of a CU signature. They force their opponents into about 19 turnovers a game, one of their signature hallmark defense metrics for sure.
Maddie Simmons, number 11 for the Cowgirls, and number 6, Aurora Yongo, both checked in during that out-of-bounds transition. Bounce pass in low, nicely delivered by Walker. Crook couldn't get that shot down. 1 second, heave off the glass, but a little too tall. Clears the, no doubt. Mentioned Indiana. Henna Sandvik played there. Henna out of Finland. IU football winning the Big Ten Conference Championship last night, but Colorado volleyball was at Indiana this week. Got a win over American in round 1 of the NCAA tournament. Lost to Indiana, the host team, in round 2. Hoosiers on to the Sweet 16. Jesse Mahoney, quite a year with Colorado volleyball, though they had a lot of question marks and really had a good go. Let's get to JoJo Nawari, who checks in during that timeout. JoJo takes a shot and missed it, but here's JoJo's first action. She's been working back from injury. Good to see Nawari, number 4 for the Buffs, down low in the paint right now, in for Colorado.
Absolutely, and a player that has battled some really tough injuries throughout her career. This summer went home, had some hurdles getting back to Colorado, but really good to see her out on the floor here and take that first shot.
Logan Alvar had a shot and missed it. Walker saves the ball in on a pass that was a little deep, scooping that shot up and fouled down to the floor, and then to the free throw line for 2 shots goes Desiree Wooten.
Again with Walker, just a little too much on it, but good awareness to look for at least somebody to get it to, and Wooten gets to the line. A lot of contact down there, but gets the opportunity to slow down and take the freebies.
Henna Sandvik, first foul for Sandvik. Wooten bounced off the free throw. Wyoming sub. Melina Peterson wants to re-enter, but was just a little late. Will get the horn right there, heads back in. Peterson back on the floor, offensive threat, top offensive threat for the Cowgirls. Walker defensively puts a little pressure on the inbound. Cowgirls bring it up, and likely again to get deep into a shot clock here. That's been the order of the day. Buffalo's defense making it tough to find shots. Pretty good job by Wyoming, leading at the end of the first quarter, shooting 50% in the game right now. Buffs at just 29%. Down to 3 seconds. Again, the pressure. Step around, fling it up. Got some iron. Sandvik chases it. Nawari grabs it off of the end line for the Buffs.
As I say, credit Sandvik for following that shot, knowing she didn't have a great angle, and she nearly got that rebound. And right now, Wyoming much better on the boards than CU.
cutting as Greer had to regather that, saved it back into Sanders. 10 seconds for the Buffs to shoot. As Logan Greer up top to Ziona Walker, tried to drive it, lost the handles, got it back and finished. She's done that a couple times in the lane with the bobbles, the juggles. This one she scores on.
As I say, not terribly pretty, but Wyoming's such good defensive effort inside, really making it difficult, but credit Walker for being patient and making something out of a broken play.
Peterson drove, sent it a little wide of the hand of Sandvik, who gathered it. Now hands foul by Kennedy Sanders, second foul for Sanders.
Again, you see Walker go opposite that screen, runs into the double team, but stays with it. Finds the bottom of the net. Didn't look like it would be much, but turns a turnover into 2.
Mackerlane and Dutoit checked in for Colorado. Buffs playing defense with 15 to shoot for Wyoming. Colorado leading by 1.
Oh.
Spin through the paint. That ball, yeah, I thought that got a little iron, but the shot clock says 0.9. It went out of bounds. Touched. Yeah, the officials are talking about, did that hit? I might try to appeal that one if I was on the Wyoming sideline. I thought it skimmed some iron, but maybe not.
Oh.
Bounced it off the back of a defender. Got a shot up. Heady play by Lana Bieshlich. Couldn't hit the shot, but that's about all they had to do with 0.9 available on the inbound on the shot clock.
100%, a great opportunity and nearly got it. Very heads-up play.
Mackerlane missed badly from there. A little better shot that time. Too strong. Nawari fights off Logan Alvar for a rebound. Offensive glass for the Buffs. Nawari, distributor, now gets it back, shoots it and scores it through heavy contact. JoJo clangs into Maddie Simmons and scores.
She'll take that, but even she was a little surprised that one actually went in as well, and there was no whistle.
She was tiptoeing back down the floor like she was sneaking away from the scene of a crime. Bounce off the front iron and down Logan Alvar. Logan from Casper, Wyoming, Casper College.
And again, keep in mind, Logan only 6 feet there, but inside really creating an opportunity.
And the Buffs have the answer. Dutoit has 5 points in the game.
Again, so smart, just able to use her body, take that extra dribble, get the easy bucket.
Shot good. Sandvik hit it. Offense is picking up the pace here in the second quarter.
As you mentioned Sandvik from Indiana, right? Like, just those higher Power 5 reps matter, right? You can tell she has that experience, and I like the matchup. She really creates a bit of a matchup problem for CU.
Sandvik grabbed the rebound of the Ziona Walker miss. Now has it back up top. Dutoit has the assignment on the leading scorer, Peterson. Defense stays sharp on the ball. Block there. That's a hammer block by Greer, who just pounded that and grabbed it out of the air.
I say Logan read that well before that ball was even on the floor. Really, like, now I know exactly what's going to happen here.
Mackerlane takes a drive and scores on the left side of the rim.
Really good read, good opportunity.
Walker almost dislodged that ball right near the mid-court line. Bieshlich held on to it. 7 seconds to shoot. Peterson had the feet moving when she tried to gather up there. She traveled, and it's a turnover. Colorado up by 3 and a timeout on the floor.
I say it, Mae Mackerlane, again, reading that defense, knowing she's got the edge. Gets to the rim there. Nice, easy finish for CU as they take the lead.
Colorado at 58. We need to work on that number, push that up. Usually want to be sitting around 40 or better to be firmly in the conversation for the NCAA tournament. AD, Dutoit gives the pass away to Wooten. Pressure D, way out high from Peyton Muma. Wooten bounces that off the iron. Crook fights for it. Jade gathers up the bouncing ball with all kinds of bodies around it. And McErlane gets it out on the logo and start over. 13 seconds to shoot. 4 minutes now to go in the second quarter.
Again, there's no reason CU should be out-rebounded at the moment. Not by a lot, but still, you've got 6'4" Crook, 6'5" JoJo, 6' Dutah. Your tallest player out there for Wyoming is 6 feet tall. Boards should not be quite as equal.
Peyton Muma tracked down that rolling ball. Muma, two-time All-State player in Colorado in high school. 3 times her teams went to the Final Four. She's gonna lob a pass in just out of the reach. Nicely saved back in by Karlsdotter, and a shot away, and missed everything off the mark on the shot from Jane Rump.
I tell you that if that pass had been on, though, that lob in, that would have been a perfect pass inside. CU was not in position to defend that.
Yeah, it was a great read of what was available. Just couldn't connect on back end of that pass. Anael Dutah, the whistle goes against Colorado. That is JoJo Nwori trying to help Dutah with a screen. Offensive foul against Nwori.
It was the right idea. JoJo really kind of tried to seal off that post as Dutah was reading it right away too. Tried to find and get to the rim there right around her, but just a little too much movement. Couldn't quite get a clean seal.
Muma, whose family has heavily influenced the landscape of the University of Wyoming, gonna shoot a 3. Number 3 missed it. She's got grandpas, fathers, brothers. Brother Chad, a all Mountain West linebacker for the Pokes. Heavy influence in Wyoming from the Muma family. McErlane hit a shot earlier, going to give it away to Greer. Ball movement pretty good. Dutah works to the short side there. Long ball up, and Logan Greer checks in with a 3.
You know, not typically the go-to three-point shooter, but Logan Greer with shot clock running down, happy to step up and make it count. Something
I love about the way that these Buffs are coached, though, is they all are encouraged. Hey, if you got a shot and you're feeling it, let it go.
100%. If this shot makes sense right now, let it go.
Buffs haven't seen many shots they don't like, and they're trained that way, and it pays dividends. Shot there is missed by Peterson. Buffs up by 6. And with possession. Offset shoe colors today for Desiree Wooten. She's going to shoot it. So our director, Eric Poloni, we like to call him Professor Poloni, and Eric Poloni likes to call her Shootin' Wooten.
It's solid. It's solid.
Knocked it down on the shot. Brings a timeout from Wyoming. Cowgirls timeout.
You saw Wooten kind of clear Maeve out a little bit, but realizes, okay, everyone's sagging a little bit. I got this wide open lane right here. Again, just great awareness. Leads the team, one of those vocal leaders as well, what you need in a point guard.
Largest lead of the game for Colorado, 8 points. They're on a 7-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes. And it's Desiree Wooten leading the Buffs. 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting. 3 for 4 from the floor, 1 of those from long range. Her only 3 attempt went down. Wooten with 8 points has a Buffalo's high.
You mentioned just a really good adjustment as Wyoming kind of went hot at the end of the first quarter there, 3 for 3, a nice little run. But CU has really adjusted well with this little run here, putting Wyoming in a bit of a drought for the last 4+ minutes of no scoring.
Muma, that's 3-on-3. Muma and Wooten both wear the jersey number 3. Brings it up, right side drive. Sandvik got it out of there. Muma got it back. Tried to put a dribble down and traveled while she did it.
CU scrambling all over after that help side, really making it hard to get any movement for Wyoming. Excellent defense, forcing the turnover.
Lana Bieshlich re-enters, number 10 for Wyoming. A couple Wyoming players wear the double knee pad look like sometimes volleyball players do. That's when you know somebody is a frequent epidermis depositor on the floor, scraping up the skin and diving around. Dutah hustling and saves it to Zadell. Nice play. Greer gets it. Wooten touches it.
I say even sipping the ball looks so smooth and controlled.
If Wooten would have given that to Mackerlane, all 5 Buffs would have touched that within about 2 seconds of each other. There's a travel from Dutah trying to take off from the right corner. Flying save back in by AD. And they cycled it through 4 Buffs. Just like an assembly line of touches coming back out of that corner.
Yeah, and just getting some good movement, right? Really trying to get Wyoming to move as well. They're taking away so much of that inside game. Trying to get them to move a little bit more.
Down to about 30 seconds left in our first half. Colorado, a good second quarter, building an 8-point lead, trying to play D here. 7 seconds left for Wyoming to shoot. With 25 now on the game clock. Tie up, the arrow to Wyoming. They're going to have 4.2 seconds to figure out a shot here on a side inbound. Got it back. Shot attempt, and Wooten blocked that.
Say, you know, you don't get many opportunities as the guard to show up in that block category.
There was one there. Buffs can go to double digits on the lead if they convert here. Colorado trailed by 2 at the start of this quarter. Logan Greer hits her second 3 of the first half. Yeah, inbound the basketball at midcourt into Kennedy Sanders in the second half. Begins and a whistle, and now we had a clock issue in the first quarter. Now we have a non-starting clock to begin the second half.
Needs more of a break.
They're adjusting that to that's funny. Going to adjust the clock to 9:58 with 28 seconds to shoot. You could either just go, let's start a do-over.
There we go.
Full clock, but use those 2 seconds in, whistle, 2 seconds burn. Walker's going to go from the corner, missed a 3. Sophie Zadell got her first start today. So did Jade Crook. They're both back out there. Walker, Sanders, and Dutah, the starters, back on the floor to open the second half. Board for Zadell, tries to make a move toward the basket, lost it out of bounds.
Again, I like Zadell's presence down low. They have such an opportunity with Crook and, well, all of their post players really as in forwards to go high-low so often. An option that Wyoming has really taken away this game.
Turnover, answered by a turnover. Sanders drives, scoops it up, and missed the shot. And Walker tried to tip it to herself. Ziona couldn't gather that one back in, out of bounds. Wyoming basketball. A couple turnovers open the second half. Colorado, 4 turnovers total now in the game. That's a welcome sight after some high turnover marks previous few games. 9 turnovers for Wyoming.
Definitely been an area of emphasis for CU, taking care of that ball, being smart with it. A lot of those turnovers have been kind of self-inflicted wounds a lot of times.
Sandvik got a shot off Dutah. Great body control, good spin move, athletic, and the basket.
Again, just the awareness, right? Recognizing that defense, taking a beat, taking your time to recognize what move needs to make happen.
One of the Big 12's leading steal makers, Walker, punches a pass loose. Another turnover, double digits for Wyoming, and Walker is going to take it down on the left side, working with Kennedy Sanders.
Again, a nice little start for CU here in this third quarter as they extend this lead and really offensively find the best opportunities available.
Right side shot, that's good. Nice calm release from Logan Alvar.
Again, a sweet spot for Wyoming just to find a little bit of that mid-range baseline, not going in against the height.
Second basket for Alvar. Dutah looking for Crook, trying to post, now sets a screen for Dutah.
Ooh.
Sanders looks inside, 10 seconds for the Buffs to shoot. Probing dribble, shot blocked, and Zadell tried to come and pry it loose, but Wyoming has it. Muma, the pass, kick it back out. Peterson, 3 on the way, too strong.
Great look, though, making the extra pass for Wyoming. Go to your known scorer.
Peterson at 5 points, 13 under her average on the season. Mackerlane and Greer wait to check in for the Buffs. Walker finds a spot and hits the shot.
Nice, patient opportunity for Walker. Again, see, you realize so much on that pick and roll. The defense really taking away the post option. We've seen a couple turnovers when they go into that. Good awareness by Walker.
Peterson, left elbow, found herself momentarily open for a shot, and it took a minute to get that away. Can't get it down. Colorado has it, subs coming on.
We mentioned Walker again. So much of the pick and roll. You see Sophie Zadell here, sets up the opportunity. A good roll, but also great awareness. Crook comes in, draws some of that defense, allowing Walker to capitalize on that open lane.
Number 10, Lana Beachleach just checked in for Wyoming. Buffs sent in 3 players. Shot from the corner, misses. Mackerlane and Greer and Wooten back on for the Buffs. Only player out there with mismatched shoes is Desiree Wooten. She went with the bright yellow and the kind of purple tone offset. Wooten bringing some personality to the floor, and I say it in a cool way. I've loved what I've seen out of her. Sometimes you get a little bit of that, okay, what are you doing exactly? Just the stuff she does is cool. Saw that halftime interview with Corey Lopez talking about her time at North Texas and making her move to Colorado. Ziona Walker is active in the early going of the third quarter.
I know, 10 points for Walker, 5 of 9 from the field. Couple rebounds. She's been efficient today.
Mentioned Walker in the top 20 in the Big 12 in assists, top 5 in steals. She played at Kansas State last year, so she's been around the Big 12 before. Now at Colorado, watches that shot go down from Peterson. Been tough going for Peterson. She's now 3 of 7 from the floor, finding 7 points to this stage of the game.
And even there in that mid-range post, having to rely on the step through to kind of create anything and make anything happen.
Mackerlane sees Crook open, bounces her a pass. Crook missed it, got it back and put it away.
Good follow by Crook. Excellent execution by CU. Crook just struggled to make some of those tiny buckets tonight, but again, capitalizes there as CU finds that offense as it's cruising 40-23 here at the event center.
Steele in the mix. Mackerlane tried to jump in the passing lane. Wyoming got it past her. Long ball over the top of the Buffs defense. Walker takes the rebound of the shot miss from Jane Rump. Wooten scoops it over to JoJo Nawori. Nawori, Mackerlane, Greer, Wooten, and Walker on the floor for the Buffs. Wooten's dribble off the foot of a Cowgirl. Gathered back up by the Buffs, 9 seconds to shoot. Walker takes it right down the middle. Tried to get that to Nawori. JoJo saves it back in, 4 seconds to shoot. Greer's hit some of these, missed that.
I would take it too. Great look.
For Logan Greer, that's 4 3-point attempts. That matches her season most. She took 4 against New Mexico in the first game of her career here for CU. Didn't hit any today. Greer has been good from out deep, 2 for 4 from long. Whistle's going to take us back to a timeout. We got 9 seconds on the shot clock for Wyoming. Do with taking away the Cowgirls' leading scorer, Melina Peterson. 7 points, but 5 of those came in the first 5 minutes of this game.
I'll say very early on, and really hasn't had any great opportunities. You know, they put her in the post a little bit. They post her up in that mid-range. Wyoming just not able to get her the ball. She just hasn't had that many opportunities to even get a shot off.
Desiree Wooten has the assignment over there on Peterson now, and going the other direction. There's a 3 from Peyton Muma.
Breathes a little bit of life back into this Wyoming team.
It's interesting, the second quarter they scored 4 total points. That one shot right there was 1 shy of their point production in the second quarter. And again, just we're stuck on 4 points until that one was hit here in the third quarter.
Oh.
Cut by Gooden. She's fouled, flying to the basket. Nice pass from Dutau.
Again, what a great pass, right? Mid-air, delivers a perfect pass. Again, on the other end. Muma has opportunity. Shot clock winded down. Big shot.
That was Peyton Muma's first made basket of the game, her first points of the game. 3 assists for Peyton. That's just a tick above her season average of 2.9, leading the team in assists. So she's done that job today, but first points came for her. Gooden. Ariana gets her first point, adds a second. Too good from the free throw line. Sub in for Wyoming is Peyton Wolford. Peyton Wolford, this is Peyton Wolford's first minute of this game, a freshman from Smithville, Missouri. Wolford is in. Got the ball in her hands now.
Give Wyoming a little bit of height as well at 6'2".
Muma feeling it. 3 looked good. It rattled off the rim. High release, high arc from Muma, no good. And the Buffs 16-point advantage, chance to build on that. The worry made him think about it. Her taking a 3 from just left of the top of the arc. He springs around with the dribble. 2 seconds to shoot for the Buffs. Newari will take this 3. She missed that over the top and caught flat-footed by Muma.
Again, just too much. CU, plenty of movement there, but credit Wyoming's defense. Giving them not a lot of good options as the shot clock wound down.
Looking for offense. Muma's an option. Thinking about a 3 again. Now Sandvik's got a 3 loaded up. That's no good. Wide right off the iron. Greer grabbed the rebound and waited for Ariana Gooden to get back to her feet. A couple freshmen clear the backcourt. Newari had the pass bounce off her hands, rolls on the end line, stays in bounds.
Again, great idea by Wooten. And again, for JoJo War, you know, there's a little bit of too just getting back into your game rep, getting back to your game flow.
Sandvik worked around the D, got underneath. Newari missed the shot. Couple opportunities. Wooten's going to try to tell him to go away, and she does with that 3. 19-point lead. Chances there for Wyoming. Couple opportunities offensively, couldn't get their buckets, and Wooten hits a 3 that takes a little more air out of the Cowgirls.
Again, he's looked back down the bench pretty quickly there. Like, yeah, I'm going to knock this down. Love the celebration. Ooh.
There's Wooten working with Greer. They thought they had it out off of Sandvik. It's Wyoming basketball. Checking in, Ziona Walker comes in, and for the Buffs, number 10 for Colorado, making her first appearance today. That's Isa Hamalainen. Gonna check this one on the out of bounds call. Colorado going to appeal that.
Wooten was pretty emphatic.
Out of bounds calls under review.
So it's called a challenge in men's basketball and appeal in women's basketball. This is an appeal.
Yeah, Wooten.
Talk about appeal. Wooten's got some appeals.
Absolutely. And you see the
Enjoyable
double,
to watch.
the double team here. They tie it up pretty quickly. I appreciate the frame by frame. But you'll see as the ball gets a little loose, this is Wooten's point, right up between her legs. She was
like it hit the heel of Hannah Sandvik.
Which she said, no, this was not off me. This was between her feet, not mine.
I got a yellow shoe, I got a purple shoe. That was a white shoe that hit.
Yeah, this is helpful on the review. You're right, exactly. It's not coming off yellow or purple.
The offset shoes today might pay the dividends. Yeah, it looks like it hits the heel of Hannah Sandvik. I mentioned the 9 international players for Wyoming. They have 6 players from the U.S. and 9 international players, 1 from Australia, 1 from Croatia, 1 from France, 1 from Iceland, 1 from Sweden, 2 from Denmark, 2 from Finland. Man, see, have to open up a whole new international port.
Upon review, successful appeal, it's going to be Colorado's ball.
Successful appeal. Wooten is validated. She knew.
Wooten runs out those colorful sneaks here over there, flaunting the sneaks on the sideline.
I like it. I like the mismatch. A little bit of personality.
She stayed with the same brand at least. It'd be kind of interesting if she had mixed.
Oh, that would be tricky.
Too.
Oh, yeah.
That's her next move.
Really?
Hamalainen, Issa is in for the Buffs. First chance to get on the floor today for Issa Hamalainen. Buffs have a good international flavor themselves. Zadell flies in on the rebound and gets props from her bench. Loving the work of Sophie Zadell on the glass.
Yeah, what a great follow by Sophie. Crashing those boards. You mentioned Love off the bench. A couple players we haven't seen, of course, today. Jade Masagayo and Claire O'Connor. Both not playing today.
And do we not see, we do see Jade over there. She's dressed, but I had heard, I don't know who it is, I didn't hear who, but I heard a little bit of maybe some illness issues.
Yeah, this is that time of year, right? Your injuries and illnesses start firing up a little bit. Part of that academic stress. You're getting to the end of the semester. You're getting to the end of that non-conference.
3 subs just came in for Wyoming, by the way, 10, 11, and 12. Beast Leach, Simmons, and Peterson. That foul a moment ago went against Rumpf. I believe is who they got on that one. Here's a timeout taken by Wyoming. It's a 30-second timeout as the Cowgirls fight to find a way to put offense on the board. There's Jade Masagayo.
Again, one of your offensive go-tos for CU.
Jade had started all 9 games. Every game for the Buffs started by Masagayo before today. She's not in and hasn't logged a minute. Buffs probably a situation with her today where if they can avoid having to get her on the court, just let her watch this one.
Absolutely. When you start thinking about head coaching staffs, this coaching staff start being a little bit more thoughtful and strategic as you look at this conference schedule coming up very quickly. Yes, if there's any question, right? Is there an opportunity to rest? Do you take that time, make sure your player's healthy for those games into February? Need them there.
Colorado doesn't play for a week from today. They've got Wyoming today, then Miami of Ohio 1 week from today. Corner 3 is good. Nice release, good shot from Marina Peterson.
There she is. Again, we haven't seen a lot of that from Peterson at all. Only 3 shots from behind the three-point line, 2 of 3.
And Zadell trying to set a screen, fouled Peterson on her way around, got hipped by Zadell. First foul.
You know, I'm a little defensive every time the on-ball screen as a former post player. Listen, sometimes it's just physics. We're a little bit bigger than you guards.
Maybe moving a little bit on that one.
That one, it might have been a little movement.
Good look there from Peyton Wolford. The freshman hits a shot. 45-32, 10 seconds to go. Cowgirls imploring their squad to D up here and get the third quarter closed out with a 13-point deficit. Walker puts it up, gets it back, sends it back up. No bucket for the Buffaloes as the third quarter covers 3 Big 12 games in Boulder. Buffs picked to finish 9th in the 16-team Big 12, right around the middle of the pack. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Wooten continues to keep Penn driving back a little bit, and the Buffs finally pry it away. Wyoming picked to finish 6th in the Mountain West Conference. That's right in the middle of the 12-team Mountain West. Not a bad nod to Wyoming with all the change they have to pick them right in the middle of the hunt. If they can put a few things together, they might have a shot to make a little noise in the Mountain West. Same for the Buffaloes, picked 9th in the Big 12, but so many new faces. There's a lot of up or down in a lot of these rosters, unknowns in that preseason polling.
Absolutely, and you know, this is the era of basketball when you do have so much change. Whether it's just roster letter winners graduating or whether it's transfer portal, most of these rosters, most of the coaching charge now is 100%. You're just figuring out who's going to be an immediate impact, who won't be able to commit, who won't be able to make an impact on this roster. It's a constantly changing dynamic.
Here's the Mountain West preseason poll. UNLV picked to win the Mountain West, and how about that for Montana State? They've got a win over UNLV, and then they beat the Buffaloes here on a buzzer beater. Montana State of the Big Sky, which is where Northern Colorado plays, Buff's upcoming opponent. Ooh. Rocky Mountain region early season trending.
That was such a good post up. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Peterson really is really effective in the post. That was a great post up.
Second foul for Desiree Wooten. Left side, Jade Crook blocks that shot attempt by Lana Beach-Leach. Pass down court, received and scored. Zyla Walker, she's in the double-figure scoring range today. Buffs have a couple players in double digits. Wooten has 11, and now 12 for Walker.
Great vision by Kennedy Sanders. And again, the awareness for Walker, right? Take a dribble, collect yourself, make sure you get that bucket.
Wooten D'ing up, and Peterson took some exception there, tossed a forearm up. Wooten had gotten into the grill and fouled Peterson.
And again, off of that block, Sanders delivers Walker, great break. Fills that lane on the weak side. As you mentioned, a good night for Walker. 6 of 13 from the field, 4 rebounds, 12 points so far.
Dozen points most of any player here today. Inbound pass, Kennedy Sanders denied it a little bit, tipped it away, gathered back by the inbounder Muma, and then Sanders stripped it back away. Kennedy down the court looking for her first points of the game. She'll go to the free throw line. Kennedy Sanders, good defense. First foul of the fourth quarter by Wyoming is going against Peyton Muma.
Again, just that kind of pestery defense. Kennedy Sanders then makes sure she gets to that line. Again, another player that's been quiet tonight, right? We usually see about 10 points from Sanders.
Last year against Wyoming, Sanders played just over 10 minutes, did not score. She has now scored against Wyoming for the first time in a couple matchups. That's her first point of the day after the Cowgirls kept her scoreless in about 10 minutes of action last year. Chance for a second point. 2 free throws are good for Kennedy Sanders.
That's one area that's a little bit noteworthy. Wyoming has not been to the line yet this game.
No free throws for the Cowgirls. Buffs have committed 3 fouls in this fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go now. A couple more will go to the bonus. Underneath finish, got the basket down. Logan Alvar.
Yeah, good
Alvar
pass.
has 6 points.
And a really good pass, good finish.
Yeah, they've set her up nicely a couple times. Credit to Logan for finishing on her opportunities now. Hands are on there. Foul called against Maddie Simmons.
I love this look by Jade Crook. Kind of the reverse pivot and the aggressive drive.
Buffaloes have played 11 players today, 11 different Buffs. Wooten's going to get a shot on the right side, too strong. Rebounded by Muma, she'll run that. Again, Sanders pulls up, shoots, and scores. Nice pull-up pop from Peyton Muma.
As I say, nice little connect. Good defense by Sanders to take away the layup. Nice little drop in by Muma.
5 points for Peyton now, back within 13 points. Wyoming, they're going to make one more push. It would likely come in the next couple minutes, down by 13. Can they stop the Buffs here? 9 seconds to shoot for Colorado. Walker to the corner to Dutaw. Crook backside battles. The arrow goes to Colorado. Peterson and Crook tie it up. Possession goes to the Buffs. In comes Logan Greer. Logan Greer with 9 points in the game. Just one away from becoming the third Buff with double figures. Out goes Jade Crook. Only one Cowgirl in double figures. That's Peterson with 10. Again, they've played 10 players. 10 different Cowgirls have buzzed in and out of that brown and gold honeycomb. The buzz in, buzz out for Wyoming has seen 10 different players.
Ooh.
Underneath, trying to reverse a shot, and to the free throw line, Logan Alvar. You brought this on, didn't you, by mentioning the 0 free throws on the day?
Right, exactly. And here's the thing, they've got so many good players that could kind of get there. Again, a little bit outsized, right? Your go-to players, players that make the most minutes here for Wyoming. Not all of your hype But again, with Henna and Logan, you've got some players that post up really well. Peterson, shoot, I put Peterson down on that post at every opportunity. She's one of those guards that's really effective at using her body and getting big on the post.
Second free throw from Logan Alvar. Cowgirls are like, man, we should have done this way earlier. These free throws are great. Here comes JoJo Nawari. Buffs number 4, Nawari is in. Mentioned the 9 international players for Wyoming. Colorado with 4 international players on their roster. Nawari, one of those. JoJo from Nigeria. Hands it away to Greer. Inside to Walker, trying to post. Trickles that back out to Mackerlane underneath. Maeve works back the other way and scores. Reverse, reverse.
Exactly. Well played on that Uno card. And just a heads-up play, too. Recognizing what was taken away. Still has opportunity underneath the basket.
Well, I wanted to skip pass right there on the Uno cards. They didn't do it. Reverse again. The backhand delivery from Logan Alvar. Alvar bounces into double digits, 10 points. Walker got the shot and the foul. Well, it looked like the shot block was available. Fouled her and then kind of backed off. Just going to foul it. Go ahead and hammer that ball out. Good job by Ziona Walker to finish.
Absolutely. Good take on the baseline, and Logan knows she's beat. She knew it right away, too. She got angry at herself for not making sure, A, the bucket doesn't go in. If you are going to foul, she knew she was out of position.
Second foul for Logan Alvar. 3 team fouls for Wyoming. Walker missed the and one. That will bounce toward the Buffs bench, grabbed by Peterson. 13 points, still the advantage for Colorado. Wyoming trying to make a couple of moves here. Not been able to get it down into single digits. Muma stripped away. Nice play by Maeve Mackerlane. Walker helped her out with that. Pass deflected, and it'll bounce away to the Cowgirls. Turnover, turnover.
Yeah, just a little too much. Again, this is what CU sometimes gets in their own way on the break or some of their passes, right? Just trying to force it a little too much.
Wooten again takes a big swipe, upward swipe of that ball from Muma, who survived that. But Wyoming still trickles it out of bounds. Ragged here. Couple possessions in a row. Sub back in is Lana Bichlich. Just checking it out. Logan Alvar had a 16-point game against South Dakota. That was just about a week ago, and she's back in double digits now. Late offensive input from Alvar. Greer sends up another 3. That's off. That's a new season high for Logan Greer in 3s attempted in a game with 5. Still 13 points. I feel the offenses both stagnate here. That pass is up high. This has gotten a little rough here. Things back and forth. Both teams tossed it around a little bit. A quiet timeout breaks out with 4:34 to go in the game. Next up for J.R. Payne's Buffaloes. And I like to advocate for any Buffalo or represent any Buffalo. Alum. Crooks on the baseline, going to try to score back to the basket. Ball down, Greer gets tangled up and fouls down to the floor, Jane Rumpf. So CU alum, that's the 3rd foul for Greer, by the way. And a guy I've known since he was 5 years old, Brady Russell. Always love to prop Brady. Seattle Seahawks get a win today on the road in Atlanta, 37-9.
Well
Brady on the roster again. He gets to, I know last year I went to a game, he was running the 12s flag, the fan flag, at the start of the game when they go pump up the fans. My dude Brady, who played basketball, baseball, soccer for me when he was 5 years old, played here at Colorado and has carved out a nice niche in the NFL for himself.
I was say, his career has gone very well. I can see perfect guy for rolling that 12-man flag for sure.
Yeah, his uncle Matt Russell, of course, honored here at CU, National Linebacker of the Year back, I think it was 1997 when Brady's uncle Matt earned that accolade. Best linebacker in all of college football that year. Sanders driving it, regroups and scores on the right side. Kennedy Sanders for a basket.
Great awareness again. One of those that could have easily been a turnover, but somehow Kennedy Sanders gets through the traffic.
And Desiree Wooten, for all that work she's doing, she's going to celebrate when she finally gets that call. Lana Beachleach takes the foul call. 4th foul from Wyoming, so no free throws here. Next foul by Wyoming would be bonus free throws for Colorado. Crook very demonstratively sends Wooten on the move. Works down low, gets a pass from Logan Greer, couldn't convert. So Jade Crook has had a lot of looks today, got the start today. You mentioned it before, hasn't been able to convert from down low, but good chance for her to work on the timing and the feel of conversions like that. She goes and contests the shot and forced a long overshot from Logan Alvar.
Absolutely, she's just 1 of 9 from the field today, but she's had some great opportunities. That last high-low, indicative of what can really happen for CU as Wooten hits the floor hard here.
Sprawled out Desiree Wooten. After the previous offensive set was not for her, they had her clear out so they could send that high-low post pass. That time Wooten said, I'm taking this one, then I'm going to go in, and she winds up headlong to the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say, that stings a little bit.
Buffaloes here will get their 11th free throw attempt of the game. It's no good from Wooten. 4 free throws attempted today by Wyoming. That is a good sign for Colorado with the style of defense they like to play. If you can play that aggressively and tie up this team offensively, Wyoming, but keep the fouls limited. Wooten's going to hit 1 of 2 there. Sub in from the Cowgirls honeycomb is Maddie Simmons, number 11, will inbound the basketball. Corner dribble for Peterson. Utah stays in front of her. 8 seconds to shoot. Muma and Peterson, left side. Sandvik sends it down to the right blocks, trying to work through Sanders, shot up, and the miss grab by Logan Greer, shot from Maddie Simmons.
Yeah, just not a lot of real estate for Maddie to use, and good defense by Sanders.
And the Buffs now will take their time. Wooten, couple dribble moves, hoists it up, missed the shot, sliding down on the baseline out. No whistle, probably appropriate. As we approach 2 minutes remaining, 15 points the lead for Colorado. Sandvik tries to run down her miss and clangs into Kennedy Sanders. Sandvik had 7 points early on. She's still sitting on 7. Buffs have solved Sandvik with her offensive efforts. Sandvik with that miss. She's 3 of 9 from the floor, picks up the foul. That's her 3rd.
I was keeping a close eye on the ref. Hoping this could go 2 ways. She was hoping to get the whistle the other way. It was a good effort on following her shot too. I love the play Wyoming just set up for her. Pulling her off that screen on that baseline, a great look.
Number 2, Jane Rumpf, and 22, Peyton Wolford sub in. Sanders hits the first. It took Kennedy deep in this game until she got her first point. Now she's got a half dozen, 6 points, 4 of those from the free throw line. Buffs keep the pressure on in the backcourt. Took 11 seconds almost. Finally settled at 11 seconds when they got firmly into the forecourt. There's a bump and a whistle against Colorado. Got Ziona Walker. First foul for Ziona.
Again, Peterson has been pressured all day long, mainly by Anael Dutau, but there on the switch, Walker all over, and Peterson, good awareness. Finally, I got no place to pass this to. Let me just get to this line. Draws the foul.
Free throw miss, and that rarely happens. Hadn't missed all year, and that one bounds away. That broke a string of 37 consecutive free throw makes for Molina. Wooten tries to send that back to Dutau. It's tipped in, and the Cowgirls last touched it out of bounds. 1:17 to go. And Isa Hamalainen will re-enter for Colorado. Isa from Luxembourg. Out goes Desiree Wooten. Energetic day for Desiree. 12 points. Hit both of her threes. Couple rebounds, 1 assist. Sanders, 2 seconds to shoot. Sanders puts it up, bounces it off. Dutau grabs the glass, and the Cowgirls take that miss away. Aurora Iongo rebounded it. Thanks to Kevin DeVries and Malala Pyle, the media relations reps for both schools. Appreciate the work on that side of it. Help us out with the details today. Henna Sandvik scoring. There is Sandvik back on the board after that long drought, sitting on 7 points. She got 2 more. 45 seconds left in the game. Buffs will take a week between game action. And they'll move their mark to 7-3 on the new season. Another basket for Sandvik, and she gets into double figures. Back-to-back field goals.
Again, that's what she does so well. Just with the opportunity to get a little contact down there. She's such a good finisher at the basket.
Peterson, Sandvik, and Alvar double-figure scores today for Wyoming. Buffs have Wooten and Walker in double digits. Greer, 9 points today. She's out of the game, down to an 8-second game clock. The shot clock just a little less than that. Hamalainen gets a shot and missed it. Bench wanted it. That ball will head toward the Buffs bench, as will the players, as the final horn sounds, and Colorado 58-46. 7 of their first 10 games of the season.